In today's Daily Dish, the latest on roster updates for NBA 2K15, more player face comparisons between the two NBA games have gone up to vote on, another patch is being worked on for the golf club that will introduce new features, and a new Press Row podcast has gone out. NBA 2K15 continues to update rosters on a daily basis, and it's worth outlining some of the bigger changes from this week. In addition to a ton of accessories, injuries reflected, tendency changes, and all of that, the player ratings are being adjusted with a high level of attention being paid to the games. It's an effort that hasn't been made in the past with the series. As the Cavs and LeBron James have been struggling to start the year, he's now dropped a point to 97 overall. This is significant, not because it really makes him worse in the game, but historically 2K has been extremely hesitant to drop the ratings of big-name players out of fear that they would perceive it as being disrespectful. So it's good that they're doing what's right for the game now, and not just moving up and down the mid-level players while leaving the stars untouched. James Harden and Dwight Howard have both moved up a point to 89. DeMarcus Cousins jumps 2 to 88. Isaiah Thomas up 2 to 83, and Damian Lillard drops 1 to 86. I'll have the full recap of the week's roster update changes for NBA 2K15 posted to Pastapadre.com on Saturday. The second set of 10 faces to compare and vote on between NBA Live 15 and NBA 2K15 went up today. You can find a link in the YouTube description or Daily Dish posting on the site. What game is coming out on top in terms of the faces? After both companies touted their head-scanning capabilities, early returns show each game taking some wins, but one, in those it loses, is getting blown out, and the other is making for a tight race even when on the wrong side of results. Look for the reveal of which faces and ultimately which game won the head-to-head likeness battle mid-next week. The third and final set of 10 faces will go up on the site on Monday. A substantial patch was released in mid-October for the golf club, which added some features and made a number of improvements to the game. Now HB Studios has announced they're working on a second feature update for the game. The main addition being developed is a handicap system to make playing with friends that have different skill levels more competitive and enjoyable. There will also be a new mode, but what that is they aren't saying yet. There's no timetable set for when to expect this coming update to arrive. The Golf Club is a digital download-only game for the Xbox One and PS4. It's very sim-based, definitely targeted at golf purists, and has its fair share of issues and deficiencies. For $35, it's a tough sell for many, but the general response to the game has trended positive. The strong work HB Studios is putting in post-release only adds value and potential longevity to the game. The new Press Row podcast is out now. It features full panel discussion with a revisiting of Madden NFL 15 now that over 2 months have passed since it originally released. What has it excelled at? Where has it degraded with time? And what have been the problems that have stuck around? Then it's on to discuss the recent financial success EA is having. They're raking in digital revenue through Ultimate Team modes and mobile games. But is that having a positive or negative effect on the games themselves? There's also discussion on EA Access and listener questions including what would be on a wish list for MLB 15 the show. Find the new podcast on Pastapadre.com or subscribe on iTunes or the Stitcher app for Android. That does it for another week of the Daily Dish. Make sure to check out Pastapadre.com every day for all the latest sports gaming news and analysis. Follow me on Twitter at Pastapadre and subscribe on YouTube. I'll be back on Monday with the next Daily Dish.